It is the front page Saturday Town Hall edition. I'm Dominique DiPrima. Scarier than Halloween. Elections have consequences, especially this one. That's our topic. Joining us now, an actor and comedian. She is actually, for real, a force of nature, known for her breakthrough role in the blockbuster comedy Borat and her tours, her DVD appearances with Cat Williams. She's been in blockbusters like the Academy Award-nominated film A Star Is Born with Lady Gaga. She's done Hotel Transylvania, Taken 2, and much, much more. I am talking about Luenell. Hey, Luenell.
Good morning, Dominique. Good morning, everybody.
You know what I should have added on there, and I'm adding it on now, is activists. I mean, people that follow you on social media, and most of us do, because you have about 1,000,000,000,000 trillion gazillion, that you're also a political activist.
You know, I didn't know that I was one. I knew that it was in me. You know, we both come from the Bay Area. You were in San Francisco. I was in Oakland. So I've had a Black Panther a Black Panther entity around me almost all my life. And I don't know that I'm such an activist, but I just know what right is right and wrong is wrong. And I think that when Chaka Khan and I and you made our appearance on Mother's Day in the park after Ahmaud Arbery's murder, it just sort of took legs of its own. And now I'm out here in Texas, and on my Instagram, at Luenell, at Luenell, a few days ago, I saw that there was gangs of Trump supporters harassing and berating Black voters that were in line to vote. And they were in the hood. They weren't in the suburbs. They weren't downtown. They came to the hood. That's how bold they were. And I just couldn't believe that all these so-called thugs and gangbangers and people who want to ride for their neighborhood and ride for their church, I couldn't believe that they slept through that and allowed people to come straight down into the hood and harass their elders. So I went berserk once again on my Instagram and called them out. Now, I don't know that I was the catalyst for the next day's activity, but I'm glad that they did wake up, and when the Trump supporters came the next day, they were met with, they like to call us the militia when we arm up and get out in the street. But I'm just very vocal about what's going on because I have a daughter, you have a child, and the world that they're growing up in now, we did not see this coming. It's disgusting. The hate is so heart-wrenching to know that in 2020 that the people are so easily led by our current administration to hate us so badly as to cause this whole country, which is supposed to have justice and freedom and justice for all, for that to be thrown out the window, and it's just really blown my mind. So I think gotta make anybody become an activist if you have any kind of righteousness in your soul, I guess.
Well, yeah, I mean, that makes sense. And on the flip side of the worry about white supremacy and all the craziness that's happening with our, the resident of the White House, there's also this heartening news about all of the records that are being set right now about voting. I mean, everybody's voting. Voting is a thing to do. Snoop Dogg cast his first ballot. Shaquille O'Neal cast his first ballot. But I understand that a lot of the states, the voters that are coming out are actually first-time MAGA voters that want to keep Trump in office. So I just don't want us to rest on our laurels and say, oh, well, everybody's voting, so I don't have to. No, you don't know who the people are voting nor what they're voting for, so we're going to need you.
Yes, everybody at this point. First of all, it's nothing to brag about that you never voted until now, but it's not too late to rectify that. I'm not giving Snoop props because he just voted. That means he didn't vote for Obama. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I just think that this is something that our ancestors died for us to have the right to do this, and you're spitting on the graves of our ancestors if you don't get out and vote. Yes, we know how we have felt in the past. Yes, we feel like this is just to pacify us, so that we think that we have something to do with it when we really didn't have anything to do with it. But that's not true. And I want to prove that, and we need the young people, you young people. Don't just sit there and play on your PS5. We need you. Adults have never just come out and said how much we need to use as much as we're saying it now. If you want to do something, if you want to do one thing to show that you care about your future and the future of your children to come, this is the time to stand up and do it. Especially on Prop 16. You know, vote yes on Prop 16 because, California is one of only 8 states that outlaws policies that promote equal opportunity for all, if you can believe that. Prop 16 is on the ballot, and it will reinstate the affirmative action that will eliminate discrimination in state contracts and hiring and college and stuff like that. If you don't know your initiatives, you can Google. There are people that will help you. You know, reach out to help. I know it may be a lot for some young folk, especially since our brains have gone to mush since they're not really in school, you know, and all that kind of stuff. But we really just need you. We need everybody. We need the thugs too. Thugs vote too. So we need everybody to come out from whatever little trap house you're in. Go vote. You can run right back up in there. But we need you to vote, man. We need you this time. We need you.
Well, I mean, several things that you said that are actually really, really true and important. One of them is, you know, formerly incarcerated people in California can vote. You can vote.
Yeah.
And it's not too late, even if you're not registered. Like you said, like the Secretary of State just said, go in to an a voting center, any voting center, and just register on the spot on Halloween.
I myself am a formerly incarcerated person. Shout out to Twin Towers Correctional Facility over there on Cesar Chavez Drive. You know, I'm a felon, and I know I can vote, and I did. And our vote counts. And, you know, there's voter suppression. That's why we need to make up for the votes that are getting washed away in Louisiana, for the votes that are getting burnt up in these little boxes. We need everybody to make up for that. Shout out to all the people. Didn't mean to cut you off, Dominique. Shout out to all the people who have voted early already. Like, I'm in Texas recovering from this knee surgery that I had, and I made sure before I left California that I had my ballot sent to me out here, and we put it in the post office, not in the mail, not in a box or something like that. Because voter suppression is real. They don't want us to count, but we definitely count. We count, and we need you. We need everybody. You matter. You matter.
No, you can't cut me off. This is kitchen table conversation, so it's very informal. You jump in whenever you want, Miss Luenell.
I wish I was at a kitchen table right now, hungry as I am.
And I saw
I'm sitting in Denny's parking lot. My sister went in to get us some food. I hope I can make it to the house. I'm about to chew my bottom lip off. I'm so hungry.
Ooh, well, you do great radio while you're hungry. I'll tell you that. I saw your knee. You had it up on social media. Ouch and ouch,
yeah.
and wishing you a speedy recovery on that.
Yeah, thank you. I didn't know what I was getting into, but I knew that, you know, I didn't have no more cartilage in my knees. I've been, you know, all that squatting and twerking I was doing out there in the streets. So I done wore my kneecaps out. My sister had both her knees done, and she is a nurse, and she's zipping around like she's 17. So the reason I came out here is because I wanted the same surgeon that she had, because I want the same results that she had. But I'm off the walker now, which is not sexy, by the way, and I'm on a cane, and I'll be off the cane and coming back to L.A. real soon. And when I get a break, I'll have to come back out here and do the second one. But luckily for me, I had so much stuff in the can before quarantine and before this surgery that I'm still everywhere. I have a upcoming, believe it or not, episode of Iyanla Fix My Life.
Oh, wow.
This new season and Iyanla's last season. She said she's tired. And so my daughter and I will be on there, so be on the lookout for that. If there's any followers of the show Power by that trick 50 Cent, the new show Ghost Book 2, I have an episode of that. And, of course, Paramount has now sold Coming to America to Amazon, so you'll be able to stay safely in your home on December 18th and go to Amazon Prime, and you'll be able to see it in Technicolor with your popcorn, in your underwear, on your couch.
December 18th. Okay, looking forward to that.
Yes.
Also want to really give you a shout out. Excuse me. I'm not sick, just stayed up too late. But anyway,
I
want
to
really...
you cough or sneeze these days, people go running out the room,
Yeah, I'm working from home, so everyone's safe. But
awesome.
But I really want to thank you for your work on Proposition 16. You've been very vocal about it. This is very important just in terms of generational black wealth, in terms of taking our protests and turning them into policies, real tools that we can use. And the Yes on Prop 16 campaign is something I've been working on, and you have been putting in work on that.
Well, it's not work. It's my duty. It's my civic duty. And, my daughter went to college. I went to college. Everything is not handed to you. Sometimes, because of this system, we might need a little help. And I cannot believe that California actually has this outlawed to help us. So we have to vote yes on Prop 16 so we can reverse that decision. And I just want to see everybody go out, post your I voted stickers on your social media, people. Let it be known. If you want to join a gang, join this gang, the I Just Voted gang. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. True. And actually, you mentioned voter guides. I was bullied by our listeners, by our family, into putting out another voter guide. So it's on my website. It's we're on also social media, Radio Free KJLH, but you can find it at DominiqueDiPrima.com. I have my whole long thing. Or you can find the link.
Please
on my Twitter.
Go there, people. Please go there. If you have any questions or you're confused, go to Dominique's website, because we all need help. I used to, for years, get my help from the Sentinel. The Sentinel newspaper.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Has the center pullout that you can take, and you can see how black people, ethnic people, minorities of Hispanic, and everybody that we're voting. You can see what we're doing, and you can, use that as a guide. I also will be posting later on my Instagram, once again, at Luenell, at Luenell. I'll be posting a number. I'll put up a guide for different states where if you get harassed at a voting place, there's a number that you can call. Now, I don't know what's going to happen, because I don't know, I don't know if the police going to come. I don't know what's going to happen, but there's somebody you can call and say, these tricks are out here harassing me, and hopefully the police won't come and bash their head in. But we're going to try it. We're just going to try it, okay? I say if you are a legally armed person, if you have a weapon that you can carry legally, you might want to put that down in your purse under the peppermints, Grandma, because believe me, the people that are harassing you, they're going to be strapped up too. So I'm just saying it's about protection. It's not about assault. It's about protection. And, some of you old pocket knife men, them old pocket knife guys like my father and my uncle, take your pocket knife with you to the polls. Them old pocket knife guys, Dominique. Your daddy probably was an old pocket knife man.
Here in LA, we have the election protection Coalition, 213-623-1216, 213-623-1216. We'll tweet that after the show. Or 866-OUR-VOTE, OURVOTE. That is not the police. That's Common Cause. So they definitely won't come if you call the police.
Oh, that's the homies. That's the homies that'll come out there and run them off for you. Oh, yeah. Say that number again, Dominique. If you get harassed at the poll, call a homie. What's the homie's number again, Dominique?
866-687-8683, 866-OUR-VOTE, OURVOTE. Luenell, you referenced 50 Cent, and I know, you're a celebrity. You're known throughout the world as an actor, as a comic, and an activist.
And I'm on his show. Ghost Book 2 is his show. I've got an episode on his show. I've met him. I've liked him. But, this is nothing to play with right now. I don't care how much money that you make. They have the ability to pay their taxes. So what are they whining about? This is money. I don't know. Anyway, go ahead, Dominique.
No, I mean, I think that's a great point. And I feel like they think that, Trump is looking out for their interests, but in fact, they're not billionaires. They may not realize that. But anyway, I mean, what I was asking you about 50 Cent, and now Lil Wayne, I mean, at least Ice Cube came with a contract for America. At least he gave it some thought and said, this is what I want, even though it's actually pretty much exactly what the Congressional Black Caucus has in their bill, why we need to flip the Senate. I get that. But Lil Wayne, 50 Cent,
listen, it'd be different if Diana Ross or Halle Berry or somebody who was credible was out there talking to the man. Kim Kardashian used her big ass and went out there and got Alice Johnson freed from jail. Because that's the only reason he met with her is because he wanted to take a picture by that big ass. And so if that's what you got to use to get somebody out of jail, then I say right on to Kim. But, in the words of comedian Gina Yashere, Lil Wayne looks like a scribbled-on scarecrow. Who was taking him serious? He tried to dress up and pull himself together to go meet this man in the White House. I don't know. I'm very confused about that. But there were always black folks that sold us up the river ever since the slavery days. There were black folks that was hunting black folks. So, and that's why I will never watch Hotel Rwanda again. And we got, what's going on in Nigeria. So, you just have to stand up for yourself. Don't be influenced by these celebrities because they got a whole agenda that ain't got nothing to do with your hard-working self.
Well, yeah, and you can be selective of your celebrities just like you're selective of your politicians. I mean, my thing is, I feel like they're only going after their financial interest and they're forgetting that our kids are being killed in the streets. So what you're saying to me is that you getting a tax break is more important than the life of, Trayvon Martin or Tamir Rice or Dijon Kazee. Mm-hmm. Yes. Go ahead. And I want to put $5 on whoever that was that had I don't want to say, never mind, I was going to say something about Zimmerman, but I better not save it because Stevie probably listening and I don't want to make him upset. But anyway, if you hit me in my DMs, I'll tell you what I was about to say. Oh wait, let me get my phone. I'm just really selective about, make up your own mind. Make up your own mind. Don't be influenced by celebrities. Read the initiatives and do your homework and make up your own mind. This is not celebrity driven, even though they try to make it that way. We have minds of our own. We can make up our own minds, and you don't have to listen or be influenced by a celebrity when it comes to politics. Luenell, thank you so much. I thank you for getting us fired up and also for making us laugh through tough times.
Yeah, I'm fired up too, but my sister just got back in the car with my Denny's. I'm so excited.
Great timing.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being on the show today, Luenell.
Thank you, Dominique, and thank you, KJLH, Radio Free KJLH, and I love you, Stevie, and I love everybody in Los Angeles and all over, and I just say, go rock the vote, people, because this has to We have to make this happen now, because what we do, if we vote Biden in, then who knows? I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying, who knows? Maybe he'll have a stroke in 2 years and Kamala will become the president of the United States of America. I'm just saying, God forbid.
Luenell, thank you so much.
Thank you, Dominique.
Thank you, back Dominique. With more.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, Luenell, sister. It's Radio Free 102.3 KJLH.